Welcome to the Ophiuchus Deep Dive, the constellation that is often whispered about but rarely understood. Known as the 13th sign, Ophiuchus is more than a myth. It is a symbol of the unseen and the misunderstood. It challenges conventional astrology with its presence, symbolizing knowledge, healing, and even exclusion. This is not about fitting into a neat box, but about what happens when power decides to break its own rules. So let us delve into what might be the zodiac's most intriguing secret. Let us explore the sign that has been waiting to have its voice heard. Let us meet Ophiuchus. Astronomically, Ophiuchus is a very real constellation nestled between Scorpio and Sagittarius. Its time frame spans from November 29 to December 17th. Thousands of years ago, Babylonian astrologers tracked 13 constellations along the ecliptic, the sun's path. But the number 12 was simpler, more convenient, easier to divide into months, seasons, and planetary rulerships. And so Ophiuchus was left out, not because of its lack of reality, but because it didn't fit the system. Now, as it resurfaces, it stands as a reminder that truth doesn't need approval to exist. It's a rebel by nature, a reminder of what lies beyond conformity. Ophiuchus embodies duality, a healer and a destroyer, wisdom intertwined with danger. It is an emotional edge, a sign that resonates with people who feel different, not because they seek attention, but because they inherently are. Those who align with Ophiuchus do not blindly follow systems. They question and challenge them. They process life through deep intuition, symbolic meanings, and emotional truths. Their identity is a product of transformation, a journey often marked by pain and sacredness. They do not ask, "Who am I supposed to be?" Instead, they ponder, "What must I shed to become more whole?" In love, Ophiuchus seeks connections that transform and transcend the mundane. One half-hearted romance or surface-level intimacy holds no interest for them. When they love, it is akin to a serpent's coil, deliberate, protective, and unnervingly deep. Yet they can push love away when it comes too close, especially if it threatens their cherished autonomy. Ophiuchus desires a partner who sees their mess and holds the chaos without flinching. They do not want someone to fix them, but someone who can match their intensity and depth. Their love is a proving ground, a test of courage and authenticity. Friendships with Ophiuchus are rare treasures, not because they lack friends, but because they value sovereignty. They gravitate toward truth-tellers, those who feel deeply, and people whose eyes carry untold stories. Fiercely loyal, Ophiuchus has zero tolerance for pretense. Friendship is earned, not taken for granted. Once you are within their circle, you experience protection, healing, and the challenge to become your best self. Every interaction leaves an indelible mark, as Ophiuchus becomes a catalyst in your personal growth and transformation. Ophiuchus approaches work with a focus on purpose over mere performance. They work as if they are alchemizing reality, drawn to fields that involve healing, teaching, and systemic change. They are the ones who transform pain into purpose, pursuing shadow work and other transformative endeavors. However, they require space to flourish. Too many rules can suffocate their drive. Micromanagement only leads them into quiet rebellion. When they feel trusted, they have the power to build entire movements. Doubt them, and they may vanish, only to return later, stronger and more resolved. In family dynamics, Ophiuchus does not conform to expected roles. Often the odd one out, they act as mirrors, disruptors, the ones who see what others do not say. They express love through acute awareness, noticing needs and pains that go overlooked. Their protection of self is just as fierce, opening up only when they know their vulnerability is safe. Their familial bonds are not loud or overt, but lifelong and deeply rooted. Ophiuchus loves through presence and understanding, becoming an emotional anchor for those they hold dear. Ophiuchus engages in conflict with a calm, dismantling precision. They remember every detail, every tone, every unsaid implication. Their goal isn't to win a fight, but to reveal what is broken within the dynamic. However, if emotions become unsafe, they will withdraw. Their silence is not empty but a boundary, a signal that trust is wearing thin. Their approach to communication is strategic, focused on uncovering truths rather than sweeping them under the rug. This ability to see beyond the surface makes them formidable in resolving conflicts. For Ophiuchus, travel is not a leisure activity but a quest for meaning. They are drawn to sacred places, ancient ruins, quiet temples, and old forests. Their journeys are about standing in the myths and remembering who they were before they forgot themselves. Their passport is filled with transformations, not just countries. Wanderlust for them is a necessity, a form of medicine that heals the soul and expands the mind. Each trip is a chapter in their ever-evolving story, a testament to their relentless pursuit of understanding. The aesthetic and energy of Ophiuchus defy trends, embracing a style that is symbolic and serpentine. Their choices are layered, ancient yet modern, raw yet intentional. Think muted colors with alchemical details, jewelry that carries meaning, and clothing that feels like armor and ritual. They wear their transformations openly, wearing their scars and softness as badges of honor. They do not seek validation from others. Instead, they ask whether you can hold and appreciate their complexity. Their style is a reflection of their journey, a narrative in visual form. The shadow traits of Ophiuchus include a tendency to see and carry too much. They can become emotionally possessive, secretly controlling, and overly self-reliant. Vulnerability is frightening for them because they understand its cost. Their emotional withdrawal is not a sign of apathy, but a way to manage their internal pain. They often disappear emotionally before admitting they are not okay. This distance is a protective mechanism, a way to manage the depths of their complex emotions. Understanding this helps navigate relationships with them more effectively. Ophiuchus secretly needs to be seen without being simplified. They long to be loved without being tamed, to pause their constant transformation and simply be held. They seek reassurance that even in their most serpentine, volatile form, they are worthy of rest and softness. Ophiuchus desires the freedom to be themselves without judgment, to find solace in their complexity. The recognition of their worthiness in all forms is crucial for their well-being. They crave a sanctuary where they can just exist free from expectations and roles. As we conclude our exploration of Ophiuchus, let it be a symbol of the forgotten, the overlooked, and the misunderstood. It is a reminder that not all truths fit within established systems, and sometimes the greatest wisdom comes from stepping outside the lines. If you have felt a connection to Ophiuchus, you may have found a mirror reflecting parts of yourself that defy easy categorization. Embrace these complexities, for they are where true identity and strength reside. Let Ophiuchus guide you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Drop a comment if this hit where names could not reach. Subscribe because the forgotten signs speak the loudest.